What is the County Action Plan model on preventing and countering violent extremism? This is a strategic framework in Kenya aimed at addressing and mitigating the risks of violent extremism at the county level. Its primary objectives include preventing radicalization, enhancing community resilience, and promoting social cohesion. The plan involves assessing the local context to understand specific drivers of violent extremism and designing relevant interventions to address these drivers. It prioritizes the involvement of local leaders, youth, and women in preventive efforts, and specifically in implementing awareness and education programs, as well as providing support services to at-risk individuals, including through counseling and vocational training. By adopting a localized approach, the County Action Plan to prevent and counter violent extremism empowers communities to take ownership or initiatives, aligning local efforts with national strategies to combat violence, ultimately fostering safer and more resilient communities. Why is the County Action Plan model on preventing and countering violent extremism important? The County Action Plan model is vital for addressing violent extremism as it provides localized solutions that tackle specific community drivers to violent extremism. It engages local stakeholders, fostering ownership and collaboration for sustainable change. By focusing on prevention, it targets root causes of radicalization in order to promote resilience. The idea of the County Action Plan model on countering violent extremism was mooted in 2016, and the first County Action Plan was launched in 2017. The plan marked a significant step in the country's effort to combat violent extremism through a multifaceted approach that included community engagement, prevention strategies, and support services for at-risk individuals. The County Action Plan model to counter violent extremism is designed and is anchored on the National Strategy on Preventing and Countering Violent Extremism that was first launched in Kenya in 2016. In developing a County Action Plan on preventing and countering violent extremism, a number of factors need to be considered. Conducting a proper situational analysis to understand context-specific drivers to violent extremism and radicalization. Number 2, you should consider a proper community engagement throughout the process of developing the County Action Plan and ensure that the perspectives of community leaders, including religious leaders, women, and persons living with disability, are well articulated and presented in the development process. And number 3, in developing the County Action Plan model, put in place a clear implementation framework that outlines key objective areas, proposed interventions, work plans, budgets, and actors that will be responsible for the implementation of interventions that will seek to address and prevent radicalization and violent extremism. In developing a County Action Plan on preventing and countering violent extremism, you could also consider including a monitoring, evaluation, and learning framework that will allow you to assess the effectiveness of proposed interventions and make the necessary adjustments as needed based on contextual changes and emerging issues. Ensure that the County Action Plan aligns to national policies, particularly the National Strategy to Prevent and Counter Violent Extremism in Kenya and other relevant international policies and frameworks, and also good practices to prevent and counter violent extremism. The implementation of a county action plan is coordinated through a county engagement forum. This is a multi-stakeholder forum responsible for the implementation of the county action plan. It brings together state agencies, civil society, and community and faith leaders, conducts our interventions at the community level, aimed at building community resilience against violent extremism. The County Engagement Forum is co-chaired by the County Commissioner and the County Government. The County Engagement Forum allows for the setting up of smaller thematic-focused committees based on identified priority areas. These committees meet on a periodic basis to share progress of interventions, lessons learned, good practices, and emerging contextual issues. The County Action Plan should also develop a clear communication strategy that allows for feedback between the County Engagement Forum and the wider community to ensure that all community members are aware and are in support of proposed interventions that will prevent radicalization and violent extremism.